When life gets unpredictable, preparation matters. In medicine, it's all about staying alert, ready for whatever comes through the door. On the road, it's no different. That's why Volvo designs vehicles to help anticipate risk, reduce harm, and protect lives. The Volvo XC90's advanced safety systems inspire confident decisions wherever the road takes you. The Volvo XC90, for life. Proud sponsor of the Pit Podcast. Learn more at volvocars.ca/safety.
Prochaine station, Papineau.
Round, round, get around, I get around, yeah, get around, round, round, I get around, I get around.
Doing his best to get you there on time. This is In Transit on the Elias Macco Show, CJAD 800.
So, to a very high cost, there's been significant investment on making Montreal's metro system, which really is a public transportation jewel. There's been a lot of money put into the system in order to make metro stations more accessible. And you're at 15 metro stations now where they've got the full elevators. And you think, oh, this is great. Well, it turns out some of these metros, and they spent so much money on them, aren't as accessible as the STM would like you to believe. Joining me on the line is Linda Gauthier. She's president of RAPLIQ. Hi, Linda.
Hi,
Hey,
how are you?
I'm doing well. Tell me about your group, first of all. Tell me what RAPLIQ is.
We advocate for people with disabilities, right?
Mm-hmm.
And actually, one of our big files is actually the metro, the subway.
So, so many people use it. It's, it reaches so far in the city. It's a great way to get around town. There's been such a focus on making more metro stations accessible.
Yeah.
You would think with all the money they're spending, they would get it right.
Yes.
Are they not getting it right here?
Well, not exactly, because there's some. First of all, these stations, the K. That's the way, the K or the Quay. I don't.
But
exactly.
the platform. The platform is what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is not if we think about the train, the M73.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, these ones they won't lower. They won't low. There's always a space between the platform and the train.
Gotcha.
Sometimes even 3 inches, I'd say.
A 3-inch gap, and of course, if you're in a wheelchair, that's difficult to navigate. Is the problem entirely solved with the new metros?
With the new train, Azure train, yeah, it will be solved with them.
Okay, gotcha. So if we look at the situation of all the stations that are quote unquote, we're told they're accessible. Which are the stations that are having these issues?
Actually, all of them are okay because they hire the platform at the head of the train, at the head of the platform.
Okay.
But 4 of them are not done, which is Jean Talon, if I remember, Jean Talon, Snowden, which one?
Well,
I don't remember all of them.
Yeah.
But anyway, 4 of them, they have elevators, but people with wheelchair, they cannot even board the train.
Gotcha. And so I think Lionel Gru is one of them as well?
Lionel Gru,
yeah,
exactly.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the STM telling you? Is this a situation where they're going to work on it? They will fix that for at least the front of the train?
Well, that's what they said. They weren't even, Philippe Schnapp was not even aware of that.
Jeez.
Yeah. Because one of our officers on the board, one of an administrator, he went to the board of the STM on February the 5th, and he asked them, and it was obvious that Philippe Schnapp had no idea, nor Mr. Tremblay, the executive manager, didn't know about it.
Jeez.
So I guess they will do something about it,
We're speaking with Linda Gauthier. She's president of RAPLIQ, and we're talking about the accessibility or lack thereof of certain metro stations, even those with elevators. Linda, why don't you tell me about the experience people have, overall with the metro system? Let's say they've got their local station is one where they've got the elevator and the platform is actually properly done. Tell me about the experiences members of your group have using public transit on a day in, day out basis.
Oh, well, I mean, it's kind of, it's because we are seen by the rest of the society as being, we're always asking for more and more stuff. We cost money as people with disabilities comparing to a person without disability. And, this station is like an average, I'd say it's approximately $18 billion, right?
18 million?
Million,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, $18 million.
Yeah.
So if they're doing that, they're putting elevator, they retrofit the station by installing elevators in it, and we cannot even board it, so we are seen as, costing money for nothing. They won't blame the STM sometimes. They will blame us. So, again, we are facing something that it costs a lot of money, and
What does the STM say? I know you said Philip Schnapp wasn't even aware about this, but what does the STM say about their future plans for where they want to take the metro system when it comes to accessibility? Because for me, it would seem like if your entire metro system is accessible, it'll actually make it a lot more easy for people with disabilities to use the metro, so they don't have to rely on other public services to get around.
of course, I mean, like they say that by 2022, 41 stations will be accessible, wheelchair accessible.
And now they're aware of this issue, so when these other stations come online and they're accessible, they'll actually be 100% accessible and not have these same issues?
We hope so. We definitely hope so, because I'm telling you that I'm almost 63 years old, and the way I wanted to take the metro, but the way it looks now, I'm always afraid of taking it,
And what are you afraid of? Give me what's the worst case that could happen with the current state of these stations?
Well, the worst case, it happened once.
What was
I
it?
was in Côte-Vertu, and I wanted to board the train, and unfortunately, I couldn't because there was too much space between the quay, and I had to call one of the employees, of the and they put a threshold ramp.
Gotcha.
For you to board the train. But it took an hour and a half.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
just to get the ramp.
Before he came to. So, we have a life too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's...
And could somebody be taking a risk here? I'm trying to think of a scenario where there's the gap, but someone who's never, let's say someone who's in a wheelchair using the metro for the first time, doesn't know about the gap and could get stuck as a train is leaving. Could this happen?
I don't think so, because, I mean, the door, I don't know.
Yeah.
It could happen. Usually the door will, if they are blocked by something.
Yeah.
In the I'd call that the electronic eye. But I don't know. The train won't be able to. Yeah. But we're not sure.
Yeah. Well, Linda, all of this, we want everyone wants to be independent, and be able to do things for themselves. So you don't want to create a system where you end up having to wait an hour and a half to get help just to go from point A to point B.
Of course not.
Thank you, Linda, for coming on the show and shedding some light on this. Really appreciate it.
Thanks to you.